Okay.
I'm saying the equipping is very important. We sometimes just rely on nurturing, especially sometimes we want to make it easier for myself, for ourselves. So we want a big group of people coming to one place. So I just speak once and everybody know. So it's like a platform ministry. I start the platform and say so many people know. I don't have to say to individuals. Okay. So that's nurturing. Okay.
All right.
So nurturing is just to give them information of the Bible that I know, I share with them.
Right.
Okay, so for them, it is my part to nurture them. But I say, apart from nurturing, there's equipping, and equipping is very important. Until you work with that person, you don't know how that person actually work according to the teaching.
Yeah.
Say, for example, I would expect somebody already know there's danger, like there's pitfall. If you approach a woman alone or approach somebody in like a vulnerable person like young children or somebody with disease or handicap,
Yeah.
which appear to be the weak people and vulnerable people. So when we approach them, we have to be extra care and concern for their wish. If they say no, don't insist and don't challenge.
Don't force
Why?
it.
Why do you? Why?
Right.
Why do you not let me pray?
Right.
Why do you not accepting me to talk?
All right.
You know, all these things. I know that we have an agenda.
Yeah.
We have an opinion. That's why we are coming to outreach. We want people to get saved. We want people to get healed. We want the people to know about Jesus. We want to build relationship. But somehow, when you approach those kind of group of people, you have to be extra careful. So that's why on the equipping, you are walking with the person to minister. You certainly will show how to minister, how you do it, and then you gradually say that you join with me to minister, and then the last stage is I let you do it, and I'm watching. So this is the Jesus model. I do it, show you example, then I send you to go with me to do it together. Yeah. Then I send you to do it yourself, and I am watching. Yeah, until you are fluent in it, I let you go. Okay, you can do it. Just report to me whatever. Then you learn from it.
So what problems would we encounter when we're approaching a woman?
Yeah, about approaching woman, there could be a pitfall that you cannot get
Pitfall,
out.
okay.
The pitfall. It's not just a blind spot. It's a blind spot because that it could be a serious thing. That is a pitfall. She can accuse you.
Accuse you, yes.
She can accuse you, and because you actually insist to approach her, she actually has said no, I'm not interested, and she can accuse you of harassment.
Harassment,
Because
yes.
harassment is something that how she feel. How she feel is not actually about how the fact is. You know, for other people, that could be a normal conversation. But for somebody who is vulnerable, the court will say it depends on how she feel instead of what actually happened. You think it's normal, but for women, they sort of got a privilege in it, and the law has protected them.
All right.
It's the crime, you will get convicted. Even if you say, I talk to my guy like this too. I talk to people normally like this.
Yes.
But because of how she feels, and because she has expressed that she's not interested, we should just turn away, bless you,
Just
and
let
then
it
go.
go.
Let go.
Yeah.
Don't go.
Otherwise, some people
don't
might
press on.
Yeah, they might think it's sexual harassment or
And it's also like
Yeah.
harassment. So
Yes.
that's the call of pitfall.
Yes.
But so many people do not aware of this, and I teach on the YouTube or platform, and people I would expect them already know.
Yeah.
But until I walk with them and saw them actually doing that, so I will pick him aside and say, because I don't know the person, I expect the person to be okay. You learn the teaching, you go on, but actually when you actually do it, it's a different thing. You will discover new things. So I say equipping is very important because you're starting to know the person, and you pick up and how to adjust the person and how to teach the person, so that he will not went into pitfall. And equipping is like something that until you practice, you will not know what happened
Yeah.
because you don't know the person too well, and you don't know what happened. The situation will come, and so I think simply be just on nurturing, on just teaching, is not far enough, not enough. So equipping is to get them to be minister on hand. So on practice, you know it. So ministry is something like a apprenticeship rather than a getting a certificate of study. Study a certificate, get a certificate, and that's it. But actually, it's an apprenticeship, like being a carpenter. That you have to do it on your hand, and you have to practice it, so that we can actually pass on the experience, pass on the knowledge, through understanding how you work and how to work better.
Yeah.
So equipping is you cannot like skip it.
Right.
For discipleship. You really need it.
Yeah.
And for you to have a disciple yourself, like other people, then you have to go through the equipping too.
Yeah. So basically, it's just very the social skills to which you have to attune into, understanding people's emotion and how you approach them. Just
Not
like
only that,
if it's a child or woman or old
It's also the
person.
culture.
Yes.
Also the culture. You have to understand the culture.
Yeah.
Because you are the one in front of the other people. Yeah, you have done it before, and you have done it, and you have encountered all these things, but you haven't got time and you haven't recorded everything to teach people on the platform. Yeah, but now when you see something happen, when you're walking with them, that is the opportunity that you give them. Because when we prepare a sermon, we cannot prepare so many things and fix into it and expect the person know it. So it is good when it is practicing on hand, you spot it and immediately you can like correct it.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So this is a gap. It's a gap. Like teaching has its limitation, nurturing has its limitation. So equipping is also sometimes you cannot say it. You just have to that you can. If you watch the person do it in front of you, it's better to read the manual with 1,000 words, isn't it? You get a much clearer picture. So equipping actually is a condensed form of teaching, like a more comprehensive and more condensed form of teaching. It's actually a teaching, but it's enhanced teaching. And also there's a so-called impartation.
Right.
You will teach, be bold. What's that mean in practice? What's that mean? So when you walk to a person, you will understand, so how do you feel? You ask the person, how do you feel? When I do this, can you do this? What's stopping you? So it's like an interaction thing that person can pick up very, very quick through the equipping. They will think, oh, you said be bold. Oh, this is what mean by be bold. Yeah, this is part of the meaning of being bold. This is part of the action of being bold. This is part of the attitude of being bold. So you pick up all these things that in the teaching we cannot tell you so many like situations and aspects. So I recommend that teaching is good, but I much prefer to equip the person on the job.